Hey everybody, I'm excited to be here with you today to share the July 2019 Craft with Heart kit from Close to My Heart. There are two options for the layouts that you can create with this kit. You can create both of them. It has everything in there to do two full spreads, and I'm going to show you what the kit contents look like. These are the photo holders, so if you're not sure exactly what you're going to document, you can go ahead and put together these layouts and wait till you have the perfect photos on hand. There are photo mats here in both patterns and a solid color. And while I'm showing you, I'm kind of pulling out the pieces that I need for the layout that I'm going to create, which is the one on the bottom. The stickers clearly show you which stickers belong to which layout, as do the die cuts, so it's a simple and easy way to create. This is the background paper for the first layout, really pretty blue. And this is the background paper for the second layout, and this is the one I'm going to go with today. You also get 3 page protectors as well with each kit, so you can create these and get them right in your album. Okay, so we're going to start out with the second layout. That's the one that I've chosen to go with today. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. Last month I created a single page spread. A single page layout. This month I'm creating the full spread, but I'm going to do something a little bit different for you guys. So I'm putting my instructions at the top just so I can clearly see where everything goes here. Look at how cool that edge is on there. I didn't even have to punch it out myself, so I think that's pretty awesome. These are all of the die cuts. I'm just getting them kind of in place, at least the larger die cuts, just so I know where things belong. I have the correct number and size of photos today, so I'm not changing anything up there. I might hold off on these little die cuts and just until I know what I'm going to be doing here. I'll just put them up at the top for the moment. There we go. There are the die cuts. Here are my photos. This is from a trip to Big Bend National Park, and I thought they fit pretty well with the outdoorsy hiking adventure sort of theme, and I really love them, and I think they'll go great with this spread. However, I really like the pops of pink in my daughter's clothing, so I am grabbing the Craft On collection to kind of add some pink to the spread. Now, usually I would grab the collection that coordinates with the kit. You guys have seen me do that a lot of times. And the collection that fits with this particular kit is called Into the Wild, and it has more of those grays and greens included with it. But I really wanted to get this pop of color in there, and that's what I love about these kits. You can start with the basics and then you can add to the top. Make it your own. Don't be afraid to do something a little bit different. Grab something out of your stash that catches your eye. Go with an idea that you get from your photos like I'm doing today to add to your layout. So I'm just adding a couple of mats behind the pattern paper mats that have already been in the kit. I'm also grabbing the cut apart sheet because I want to add some florals here. Flowers are part of nature as well, so they go great with this spread. So I've cut out 2 florals and the arrows from the cut apart sheet. I have 2 pink mats for my photos, and I'm also going to add another square of pink here somewhere. I kind of want to create a visual triangle, so I think that corner is a great place to go. Okay, so this is going to be the general layout that I have here. I'm just going to add some dimensional adhesive to my photos to help those stand out a bit. Okay, remember I showed you those photo holders before? Well, my photo printed out without the border. I kind of messed up on my settings. So this is something great that you can do with these photo holders. Just trim your photo slightly by like 1/4 of an inch and use those pieces of cardstock to add a white border to your photo so that they don't go to waste. It's just a great way to use up all of your kit contents. Okay, so I'm just gonna get the last of these little hand cut embellishments adhered down, and my flowers, which I'm going to put on with dimensional adhesive just to add a bit of lift to those. Part of that flower will be on my photo, that's why I use regular adhesive, and part of it is popped up. It doesn't get really any better than T-Rex skulls and flowers, right? I mean, this kind of shows exactly how my daughter is. She's a girly girl, but she loves to be out in nature, and she likes to get dirty and play, so she's definitely the best of both worlds. I'm pulling out the stickers here from the Craft with Heart kit, and I'm just going through to decide which stickers I want to add. Now remember, you guys can make this your own. You can do exactly what the layout design shows you, or you can do your own thing. You can use as many or as few of the stickers as you want. You can always save them for another project too. So I'm just taking a look at the instructions to see where everything belongs here. They have these little kind of stickers that look like pattern paper are sticking out from underneath the photos, which are pretty cool. So I'm going to add a couple of those, not all of them, just a couple. Now, the title, I want to get that on just so that I can make sure I have enough room for it. The great thing about adding the title after you add your photo mat and everything else is that it's easy to get that on straight when you have something else to go by underneath of it. So I am just going to make sure that I get my title, which is Never Stop Exploring, centered. And the way I do that is I find the center point of my photo mat, and then I follow that line up to the V, which is the center point of the title. So that's why I just pulled that V over slightly. So that's a great way to do it. I generally eyeball things, but for something like these little alpha stickers, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get that right. So I'm just going to add the rest of my title here. Okay, my title is on, and I'm adding a few more stickers like that cute geotag that kind of points to the word exploring, the pine tree, which is cute. I'm going to put that little cork looking heart down there next to my florals, and another one down here. I just like those little hearts, they're super cute. And I like the idea of having this little tree down here at the bottom corner of my photo. So I'm just going to pop a little piece of dimensional adhesive underneath my photo there and add that right to the top. I think I'm going to save these guys for another project because they're not really fitting with what I'm doing here. That label could work. Just trying to get an idea if I want to use the rest of these. I'm going to put this little star down here because he looks cute there next to the tree. And next I'm grabbing another piece from the cut apart sheet, the Craft On cut apart sheet. That one says Love You, just to add a little bit more pink, and it fits really well at the top of my photo there. Just adds a bit more pink. Kind of creates a nice diagonal line of pink there too. I'm going to cut out another floral. This one's a bit smaller this time from this sheet in the Craft On collection, and I will have all of the links to these products in my video notes. Now, this Craft On collection is my favorite of the Close to My Heart collections this season. It really is gorgeous. You can use it for a range of things as well. Remember when I told you that the kit coordinated with the Into the Wild collection? Well, this is the Into the Wild stamp. And so I am going to use this stamp to add a few phrases to my layout. And I'm going to start with this really cool arrow. And I'm just going to rub it with my gum eraser quickly here. And I'm using the pewter ink. I'm just grabbing one of those photo placeholders to double check that it's stamping okay and I have it on straight. That's another great way to use these guys as just spare paper to check your stamps out, make sure you're getting a good stamped image. This one says the scenic route, so that's a really cool stamp, and it has an arrow ending on it. But I'm not going to use the arrow ending, I'm just going to ink up the words and I'm going to put them on that kind of sticker there. I'm going to make my own arrow here by trimming that and adding it to the pink arrowhead. And then I'm going to go back and ink up the end of the arrow by itself and fussy cut that out to create my own arrow. So remember, stamps can be manipulated in so many ways to get what you want out of them. You don't always have to use them as is. I'm just using a little piece of dimensional adhesive to add that to the end of my arrow there. Okay, next I'm inking up this Happy Trails phrase and adding it to the bottom right over there, right next to my floral. And I think that's going to be a great addition to the layout. This is another great thing I love about clear stamps is that you can kind of just lay them around your page to get an idea of what's going to look good where. I love that. I don't know if you guys remember going back to rubber stamping, but you could not do that so easily. That little arrow is a great addition right under there. It kind of takes up some of that white space. And I'm just going to move these little banner stickers over here. I have quite a few things pointing towards that landscape photo. I have those banners, I have my arrow, and now I have that Happy Trails arrow, and I really kind of like that. Okay, let's get a little bit more embellishment on here. I'm grabbing these Into the Wild wood shapes, and I love these circle and star ones because you get 2 for 1 in those. So you get a star and a circle with a star in the middle. So I'm grabbing a couple of those. I'm just trying to get the star out here. And then I have the Craft On rubber shapes, which, oh my goodness, these guys are so hard for me to use just because they are so super duper cute. So there are flowers, there are hearts, there's little scissors, there's all sorts. But for this layout, I'm going to use a star, a flower, and a heart. I'm just adhering these down with a quick drying liquid adhesive. And I think with that, my layout is going to be done, except for my journaling. I'm just going to add that up there to the journaling spot. So I hope you guys like how I mixed it up a little bit this time. I keep doing that on you. But I wanted to show you how you can choose a different collection than one that coordinates with the kit to make this spread your own. So don't be afraid to try new things each month when you get your kit. It's just an opportunity for you to use your own creativity to make something really special. Or if you don't feel like doing that and you love it as is, just create it exactly as it's shown in the kit instructions. I really love this spread. It really captures my daughter's personality perfectly, and I love that addition of pink. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out the subscription options for the Close to My Heart Craft with Heart kit at the link in my video notes. There are a few different options, and I know you guys will love creating with this kit as much as I do. Thanks so much and happy creating!